Hello ladies and gentle babies, welcome back to Avorion. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the previous episode, let me quickly give you a TLDR. The situation was that in the previous actual episode of Avorion, we decided to kind of improve our mining ships by decreasing its size. Now the problem is that when I looked at the results of that poll, the poll wasn't really out for that long, and since I really wanted to make the video, I decided to, considering the poll was tied, to go with what I thought was going to be the most simple, and aka just resize down the ships. Now, the problem is that at the end of recording that episode, the poll was actually filled out a little bit more, and a vast majority of the voters wanted me to actually simply keep the ships as they are, mothball them, and then create smaller mining ships for us to use. And that is exactly what we ended up doing. In the previous very quick 50-minute episode, I went back and rescaled the ships back to their original paths. I also decreased all of their, overall crew count, and now they are being mothballed. They are going to sit here in a Galactic Birth Prime, the home of, oh god, what was the name? The Pooh guys, and they are just going to be chilling here. As for us, today is going to be a bit of a... I don't even know. The problem is, I really would like to create at least a temporary, one temporary ship to deal with our current fact that, hey, we don't actually have a mining ship. So, first of all, I'm going to double check. What do we have here? Nothing. I'll need to start buying these things up. That's neonite. I'll need to start buying these things up because 2558 is a big number, and it's a bigger number than some of the current ships that I have. But yeah. Anyway, the current situation is I'm actually going to have to move some of these ships, such as... Okay, first of all, Object 111. You have been voted to bear the name the Inquisitor. Congratulations. And as for 736, you okay. Going to enter the drone, though. You are going to be the Mad Hatter. Hopefully no one from HH3B is currently watching this video. So where are you at? Where are you at, buddy? Oh, there you are. Well then. So, you are going to be the Mad Hatter. And there we go. So everything's fine here. Mr. Krabs is exactly where we currently want him to be. Or is he? Or is he actually? It's kind of hard to tell right now, because technically speaking, I don't exactly know where the AI used to spawn. I think it's somewhere around this general area-ish. Or at least I hope it's there. But yeah. We're gonna deal with the AI in just a moment. Right now, I need to create a small 2K mining ship that we can at least start, at least set to be, the thing. Right, so, first of all, Beluga, you are being transferred to the Alliance. The Bumblebee is also being retired to the Alliance. The Swordfish is also being transferred towards the Alliance. This means that they are not in my direct control right now, but they are usable by pretty much anyone inside my alliance. You can see they have a completely different coloring And I can actually make use of them when I need to. So let's quickly take a look. Alliance, members, Alliance Vault, Fleet, Ranks, there we go. And we can actually just do whatever with them, I think. Yes. They're technically speaking still here, it's just that they're, you know, controllable by every single person in my alliance. And since I'm the only dude man bro in my alliance, it doesn't really matter for me. Right, so let's start. First of all, that's a resource depot. For some reason, there is no way to actually grab any crew from here, so that's kind of annoying. So hey, ship with a crew, I have a job for you. Find me a place that has captains. Please. Yep, there we go. That's going to be one of the first things we are going to actually grab for them. Actually, the captain can wait. Or rather, do I have a spare captain on this ship? No, I do not. But I could totally grab one. So this place has both engineers and mechanics. So I'm actually going to just sit here for a while as I create that new ship. Now, it's going to be very, very basic. Like, extremely simple. Now then, let's create it. As usual, object and 1409, because that's the current time. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm actually giving the, like, the exact number of the object corresponds to what the time it is when I create it. So, we are going to take this, this place here. Let's quickly set up all the things. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now then, we need... How much does this... Oh, that is a lot of cargo space. We don't need even close to that. How much is that? 1.75. Let's make it just a little bit bigger. 2.4. Yeah. So that is going to be the size of the thing that I'm going to make. But as for the placement, we are going to be slightly smarter about it. As I'm creating this right now, I really don't think I have a... They're upside down again, aren't they? Yeah, let's quickly do it like this. There we go. There we go. So, this is going to be our 2K ship. Very nice. Very cute. And now we're going to just create the ship around it. So, what I want to do first is make sure that this shippy is going to be nice and zippy. Or do I? That is a very good question. I think I'm actually going to start off with placing down a control module. So the control module, I actually forgot if I ever, you know, showcase this, but the control module is basically a combination of a inertia dampener and gyroscopes. So that's a thing. And right now I'm trying to figure out how exactly am I going to place this thing, considering the overall layout of the ship. Technically speaking, it could be something like this. Something like this. and just kind of mirror it. Like so. So that is going to make the deceleration really quick-like, which is good, which is what we want. But obviously now, this thing is completely unusable. So, first things first, we're going to make this thing out of trinium, because that is just the zippiest material we currently have. And I'm also going to make sure that I'm currently using metal snap, for the time being. So that is going to give us... how much crew? 75. I have a feeling that 75 might actually be... yeah, there we go. Much better. Now let's just very quickly make this thing a little bit more interesting to look at. Like so. Something like this. And something like this. Like, it doesn't have to be very intricate. That's not really the point of this shippy. Though, of course, I do want to, you know, kind of make it interesting to look at. It's just that it's not really our goal. Something like this. Okay, now we need energy. And the thing about energy is that we're going to actually need a lot of energy because we are going to make sure that this ship in general is going to be as zippy as possible. Like, the whole idea behind the ship is that it's going to be zippy AF. Now then. Let's see how we can do this. So I kind of tend to just... there we go. So that is going to give us 4.54. Something like this. Something like this. There we go. So that is going to give us a little bit of generated energy free that we sadly can't really use much. Let's see if I can just hide a few more here. Just fill it out a little bit. There we go. More energy generation. And let's put one on the opposite side like this. How's that? That leaves us a good enough chunk of generated energy. And now we're just left with the engine. And I think I'm going to be using this type of engine in this case. Shall we actually make it a little bit more interesting? Let's attach it to the top corner like this, with middle snap. Something like this. Okay, and acceleration is going to be like... it's going to have pretty much the same acceleration and deceleration right now. Something like this. And now we just kind of make it a little bit tighter. And now just a little bit shorter, so it's gonna have kind of the same acceleration and deceleration. Oh. Well, apparently that's not how it wants to do. Okay, there we go. How about now? Yeah, that'll work. So, at the same time, right now it has a problem with the acceleration and maximum velocity, simply because we don't have any like anything to help us with this. So let's actually very quickly deal with that. This is a very basic ship that I've created here. Honestly, if anything, I do kind of want a ship name. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Here we go. These things don't really look good here. Let's retire them. I think it would actually be better if we replace them with more, gimbals? No. Shields? Nah. Thrusters. That's what we need. So, let's do that. So first of all, let's select our scale step back to, like, let's say 0.5. That'll be fine. Okay, this is where we want middle snap again. There we go. This is gonna look kind of strange, but at the same time, hopefully it's going to serve its purpose. Oh, that's a grid size. My bad. It's the scale step that I want to reduce a little bit. I'm going to attach these thrusters to every single one. You know, that looks really weird. Like, actually weird. That's perfectly fine. As long as the whole purpose of these thrusters is filled, in that they're going to help the ship become more maneuverable, then I'm going to be perfectly fine with it. And so, something like this, although, yeah, these look really weird. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's just... This is going to be faster, I think. There we go. There we go. And that should be enough. Okay, so apparently we still have troubles with acceleration, but that should be fine, because in a moment I'm just going to put everything into trinium, like so. And suddenly everything's fine again. So let's get those crew members. And that should be fine. So, what do we have? 16 and 18. $16. 18. We need one dude who is the dude man bro, like so, and everything's fine. So what about now? Acceleration, deceleration, maximum speed, everything looks fine. Okay, so in terms of what we get, this is perfectly fine. Okay, let's take a look. Systems. This thing has a lot of systems. Like, this thing seems small, but I assure you it is not. So, generated energy. We're going to put a turret on it, like hyperspace. I don't think it needs such a large module. It'll be fine with this thing. And yeah, there we go. So, now, all we have to do is make sure that this thing can actually mine. And in order to do that, we are going to selectively replace some of these things with turret bases, like this. And we're going to go for our mining turrets. And I'm going to only use the 90% ones. Because, hey, if you're not using these ones, then what's the point? So, something like this. Alright, and now all we need is a captain. Which we have here. So, there we go. A mining ship that is small. It's narrow. Like, the whole point here was to make a narrow enough ship where it can traverse these mining fields a little bit easier for us. And here we go. Well, that's it. There we go. We have the Inquisitor, we have the object who is going to mine, refine, and loop. Forevermore. Let's make doubly sure that everything's fine with it. It's going to zoom right towards the closest place. And everything's fine. So considering we have... how many slots left? Quite a few, actually. Let's apply a few more. Slots 3, 2. Is that a 2? It is a 2. So 84... I want this thing to be able to mine fast, if that makes any sense. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to double stack these turrets a little bit. And the global grid size needs to go back to like 0.5. There you go. And there we go. Double stacked. And the second batch needs to be here. And here. And there we go. Obviously this means that we're missing a few people. Well, let us very quickly deal with that. So I'm kind of wondering... untrained. So let's get rid of that. The sergeants can be, you know, whatever. So we're gonna hire one of these dudes. And 8 miners. There we go. So, object. Mine, refine, repeat. And please don't kill me in the process. That'd be very good. And there he goes. Alright. Attempt number 2. Is he going to go, like, literally for that same asteroid? Yes, he is. And there he goes. And, yep. Everything's fine. Alright. And that's it. That is going to be the first one, and now we can focus on Mr. Krabs again. So, hunting down the AI. So, I'm not exactly sure where the AI is actually located at, and I think I might be in the correct place. I don't exactly know, but let's check. And the way that we're going to check this is actually pretty simple. Let's jump away for a moment. And over here... You know what? Let's actually jump a little bit closer, like... somewhere here, maybe? 1409. Cannot find any more... Did you really just mine everything out? Jeez. Okay, let's wait for the thing to refine all of its stuff, and then we can do the do. So, let's see if we can find the AI. Oop. I like how we're actually limited to how quickly the server generates the new, you know, the system, and not, you know, our... Okay, that was the thing. And this is ours. 11,000 Xanian. Okay, I'm going to very quickly tell this dude, and by this dude I mean the object, that he probably needs to go, say, over here, in mine. Fire factory, potato farm... Yeah, he would need to actually jump all the way back. And there we go. Now, just to be clear, I'm actually going to very quickly jump over to that system, make sure that he actually starts the process. Because I have a feeling that maybe for some reason this whole cannot load into system thing is one of the reasons why this is happening. That is a big rock. Please tell me it's a big Xanian rock inside. Yes. Yes. Very good. I like what I see. Mission failed. Urgent delivery. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go, like, towards that side. Do we actually have a... No, we don't. I just noticed we actually do not, in fact, have a radar. So I might actually be hitting mass sectors without even knowing it, and that kind of resets the whole thing. As far as I know, anyway. Basically, the AI works pretty much the same as SWAX, You just keep jumping until you find it. In every single increment, it increases the chance by 10%. Oh, we hit something. But is it the AI? Might not be, actually. Oh. What a shame. Let's just keep going. I don't remember if it actually resets whenever you hit some sort of... Oh! Custodian detected. Commencing attack. Routing power from shields to weapons. Oh yeah. Yeah. I fired that by accident, by the way. I know full well that torpedoes don't really work against this thing. I think this boss is specifically designed as a "can it run Avorion" meme. Obviously, our situation is that Mr. Krabs is so overpowered that we really don't care. And I'm kind of thinking, like, should we go after the Mad Laboratory with this thing without actually, you know, placing rocks around it? It's kind of the whole point of the that fight is that you need rocks to survive. And I just don't know how tanky that thing is. I mean, again, this is not hard. This is just tedious. But we have to do it. I'm gonna select the ones that I can to auto-fire. Gonna make this thing a little bit faster for us. That was actually satisfying. Let me do it again. That is so dumb. Where are those pirates? Yeah. I think the pirates attacked the AI with me as well in the last time. But yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, I missed every single one. Okay, I'll stop. Ramming everything to death is fun, though. It's like, move! Get out the way! You know the lyrics. Don't make me say it. Looks like we're almost done. Just a few more. You know, I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't think to just ram the whole AI straight from the get-go. Yeah, just to see, you know, what happens. I think it would have been fun. Now, the worst thing that can happen right now is that the pirates actually lead the AI away from me. And then we're stuck hunting down, like, some, like, random tiny little fragment of it. I must say, it's kind of funny to think that we haven't even lost our shields. But hey, at least it just instantly attacked us. So technically it was a self-defense. Look out, man. It's coming right for us. The funny thing is, I think I remember the previous time when I killed this thing, I actually did manage to do a lot of damage with torpedoes. It's just that I had to, like, fly straight into it. Like, very closely, very rapidly. Just so I could, like, prevent it from shooting it down. Kill steal. Ah, screw it. Ramming speed! I know it's highly inefficient to do it like this, but, like, damn me if it wasn't fun. Become extinct. And there it is. Boosh! What is this? Replaces all gunners and pilots with AIs. You know what? I might actually put that on a mining carrier. If I figure out how it works. Because as far as I understand, like, the problem there is that usually whatever, like, you know, the instant refine turrets, they don't have good efficiency. So, shrug. But yeah, there we go. AI is no more, and that just leaves us to start shooting some of the mad laboratories. Now the question is, how do they appear? Research satellite. So the thing is... Okay, so first of all, I kind of need to figure out what exactly are we going to do with how Mr. Krabs is kind of blind right now. So he is going to have to go for the nearest equipment dock. So that's going to take a couple of seconds. And for the meantime, I'm going to go back with the ship for the view. So, let me just say that now that I have Botan's thingamadingy, the galaxy suddenly becomes amazingly small, all things considered. So how much are you getting? Yeah, like 133 Xanian. Like, this thing is already faster than our previous ships. And it's simply because it moves faster. It is faster. Like, it is just faster. Anyway, Mr. Krabs, I think I'm going to have you, like, just get over here, please. Because there's a different thing I need you to do real quick. I like how Mr. Krabs just... Oh, there it is. Mr. Krabs is just omnipresent now. That's terrifying. Anyway, my question right now... excuse me? Oh, no, you do not. Where's the object? There's the object. And by object, I mean the Inquisitor. Suddenly. Suddenly the Inquisitor booshes you. Hello. Are you approaching me? Bad choice. There we go. Very, very good. Okay, so as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm kind of wondering what exactly is happening with this thing. The question is, I think it's safe to say that Botan's jump drive kind of breaks the game. And I probably don't want another one, so I think I'm actually going to try and remove the... like the hyperspace disruption device thing. Because that sounds like a good thing to do. I really want my scanner back. Like, that's the thing right now. So ship menu, this thing, and let's see, hyperspace overloader. Oh, I've just removed it, just like that. And with that in mind, I'm going to place this thing back. There we go. So, can I remove this? I can, oddly enough. Interesting. But that's not exactly what I want to do. Let's place it right on back. So first things first, I want to remove this thing and install this thing, because it is just better. And what else? Armed turret slots, armed or unarmed. I'm going to remove this thing. Oh, we don't actually have a armed-only turret slot. Never mind. Placing it back. Pirates are attacking the sector. It's okay. I have the man for the job. He's gonna be just fine. Let's double check. Yep. Yellow sectors. Perfectly visible again. That is perfectly fine. And our beloved Inquisitor is about to make them really, really sad. But yeah, alright ladies and gents. This is enough. And I'll see you in the next episode.